I think it all starts with being confident and believing in yourself. What's the worst that's going to happen? They don't get back to you. Someone's going to say yes. Someone's going to like what you're doing. My childhood consisted of being bullied. Either like let that define you and let everyone's opinions of you define you, or you just decide that you're going to define you. My favorite lesson from him, I don't even know what the word quit means. And I don't know, it just stuck with me.
I love that. I don't even know what the word quit means.
And if you give up, then nothing's going to happen. But if you keep going, then so many things can happen.
Thank you for joining the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Let's begin with your favorite podcast.
My favorite podcast is probably Call Her Daddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What episode should I start with?
Maybe the one with Paris Hilton.
Okay.
That's just because I love Paris Hilton.
Yeah?
And she's funny and like iconic.
Mm. Did you watch any of the ones that she did with Nicole Richie back in the day?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're very young. So
Yes.
You would not have had any reason to see them because you were probably learning your ABCs at that time.
Maybe, but I do like the 2000s a lot. So like I'll kind of like go back and watch things, you know.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of 2000s music.
Well, yeah, and so One More Margarita is the song, is like the Anna Storm song at the moment.
Yes, it's the newest one I released.
And you've got the remix with Petey Pablo, which validates the claim that you're a 2000s kid.
I am.
Talk about remixing, and then we're going to talk about how your brand and your music and your lifestyle fit into somebody that listens to this show who is a new or aspiring podcaster.
Okay. So basically, you want me to talk about the remix?
Talk about the remix.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I linked up with Petey through TikTok. We started following each other on TikTok, and I've always just loved like 2000s rap. Like I feel like that's when like party rap kind of like was really heavy in the 2000s. So there's a lot of like bangers, you know, that came out then. And I was just like DMing with Petey, and I was like, would you be interested to be on one of my records? It's like a party, like turn up song. And I sent him the record and he like loved it. And he just like knocked out 2 verses and he sent them both to me. And I chose the one I thought was better, but they both were fire, honestly.
Okay, he recorded them. You asked him, and then he just recorded them. There wasn't like some kind of, oh well, my label is going to connect with your label and your manager.
I'm independent. Like I'm an independent artist. He is too.
Wow,
at this point.
That's how that works with indies, is that you don't really have anybody to answer to or ask permission of. You just
do it.
I love that. There's a lesson there for podcast hosts that might want to interview somebody or be a guest on somebody else's show. And so talk about, because you as a fan of that era of music, there's an element of no fear when it comes to just asking somebody who you've never met. You admired his music. Mm-hmm. And the average person, I would say, would be like, oh, but he's too big and he wouldn't get back at me. You know what I mean?
I think you just have to think to yourself, I think it all starts with being confident and believing in yourself. And yeah, that's literally all it starts with. And what's the worst that's going to happen? They don't get back to you. So what? There's a million other people you can hit up, you know, like someone's going to say yes. Someone's going to like what you're doing. And if, you know, for all the no's or, you know, ignores you're going to get people that love your shit. So you just have to believe in yourself and just like keep slaying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And put yourself out there and not like fear rejection, you know?
I think it is awesome that you've got this mindset, seeing as how you grew up in Connecticut and you were not treated very kindly by your friends.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't call them
didn't-
friends,
Yeah, my
but
peers.
by your
or-
peers.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were bullied.
Yes.
So how long did it take to get from being Anna who was bullied as a girl to being Anna who doesn't give two rats' asses and is going to go for the gusto?
You know, I'm going to say it's probably taken like maybe like 7 years. I don't know. Like it's been like, it's been like an ongoing thing, because it was such a big part of my life and I was just always being picked on like for a really long time. So,
And I'm sorry to interrupt. When you say really long time, are we talking like from
middle, like even elementary school, honestly,
Okay, so-
like elementary, middle school, high school.
That's a long, most of your childhood,
Yeah,
I would
most
say.
of my childhood was consisted of being bullied. So I feel like I really just had to do a lot of like work on myself and like change my mindset and kind of, because you either like let that define you and let everyone's opinions of you define you, or you just decide that you're going to define you,
What was the turning point for you? Because when you're young and impressionable, and it would be very easy to be poo-poo pants, and it would be justifiable to be poo-poo pants. Like you're a kid and a kid literally does not know any better if they don't have some sort of parental figure, mother, father figure, teacher, principal, someone at the church or a neighbor, or some kind of older influence on them.
I think for me, the one influence that's been really prevalent in my life, and he did pass away in November of 2021, my dad, and he was really we were best friends like growing up, and he was a really strong figure that I had, and he always was someone who had like a really good like mentality on life and was like always positive, like despite everything that went on in his life, and always was joking and just really hard worker, very creative. He was in the liquor industry. So he was just the life of the party, and he just really taught me how to like embrace life and kind of just be a fighter and like be resilient. So I think I learned like from watching the way he was.
What's your favorite lesson from him?
My favorite lesson from him is he had this one video where, because he used to always like to do little videos with me even when he was like in the like hospital and stuff. Like he would just always love to just joke around, and he I asked him like, do you ever quit? And he's like, I don't even know what the word quit means. And I don't know, it just stuck with me. You know?
I love that. I don't even know what the word quit means. That is beautiful. And I mean, what a thing for a dad to tell his daughter. Wow. And Anna, this is a podcast for podcasters. You are a music artist. You sing, you dance, you perform. You are all about the sleigh life, and partying, and you're so positive. We just met, and you could feel the energy.
Thank you.
But not quitting. And I have a production company that produces shows for clients, and we try and teach and educate people who may not ever become clients of my company, but they can learn something and they can apply whatever we teach to their shows as independents. And one of the things is that most podcasters won't even make it past episode 3 because they quit. Because they're in their feelings. They will never be a call her daddy or better call daddy.
Yes.
There will never be that, because they never make it past the 3rd episode because they're just, for whatever reason. So what would be your lesson for anybody who wants to start a podcast or who maybe is thinking about giving up?
My advice for anyone that wants to start a podcast and or is thinking about giving up is just remember like why you started. Like remember like the drive that led you to want to start a podcast in the first place and want to kind of start your brand and build your brand. Like remember the intention behind that. And even like you're always going to have like obstacles, and I guess there's always going to be moments of like self-doubt, and but try to just remember that that's like a fleeting moment, you know, and overall like things are going to be good, and if you give up then nothing's going to happen, but if you keep going then so many things can happen. So the opportunity cost, I think, is like, I mean, it sucks if you give up because then you never know. And who wants to live like that?
Then you really fail.
Then that's real failure.
It's real failure because you'll never know. But if you keep getting kicked in the face and kicked in the face and kicked in the face, eventually the universe pays you with some sort of reward because you never got tired of getting kicked in the face.
Very true.
There's a line that I heard Tom Billy, one of my favorite podcasts is Impact Theory, and he was talking about entrepreneurship, and artists are very much entrepreneurs.
Yes.
You are working quite literally all the time. This is work for you.
Yeah.
This isn't a 9 to 5, right? But
No.
you were out. We were talking how you're working on an hour of sleep, which I guess is probably why you have the True Religion sunglasses on.
Well, actually, yes and no, because I tend to wear shades a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just part of my thing.
Oh, it's part of your
Yeah.
brand. But, you know, he talks about entrepreneurship as being getting kicked in the teeth over and over and over again. And the pain all goes away if you just stop. But as a creator, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, it's like, well, how much do you believe in it? And going back to what you said about why did you begin in the first place? And now this not just kind of, but it really applies to artists, business owners, and not just podcasters. This is like anybody who wants to do anything that's worth a damn.
Yes. Very true.
I like that. So let's shift the conversation because I wanted to do something fun with you because you are all about the slang terms. And so
Yes, I am.
I wasn't just on my phone. I went into my Perplexity chatbot asking for artists that rhyme with slay. And you tell me whether or not they slay.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Period. Okay.
Beethoven or Slaytoven?
Slaytoven slays.
Ray Charles or Slay Charles?
Ray Charles, yeah, definitely slays, I would say.
Clay Aiken or Slay Aiken?
Clay Aiken, not so much slay.
Okay, all right. I was waiting for someone to not slay. Of course, we started pretty big. Dr. Dre or Dr. Slay?
Dr. Slay all day.
This might be a little obscure. Sugar Ray or Sugar Slay?
Actually, Sugar Slay.
Sugar Slay? Okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay, all right. This is a selfish one, so answer wisely.
Okay.
Lana Del Rey or Lana Del Slay?
Lana Del Slay.
Oh, a woman after my heart.
Yeah, who doesn't like Lana? People
You know
don't
what?
like her?
True. I love Lana Del Slay.
Lana Del Slay,
Yeah,
for sure.
she is the queen. Although there is one hater in my life,
Who?
my wife.
Really?
I'm like, how?
How
Yeah,
do you
she's.
not
It's
like
like three.
Lana?
It's
Lana's
like
pretty
3
easy
on
to
1.
like.
It's like 3 on 1. She's like, yeah. It's interesting. It's very kind of like I don't like General Hospital. It's almost like the way she doesn't like Lana. It's just like I just don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not so much a
It's like
hater.
apathetic. towards
Apathetic.
it.
There
Yeah.
you go. Apathetic. Yeah. Well, Anna, this was so much fun.
It was.
And,
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining the podcast. And please let everybody know where they can find you. What song do they begin with first when they want to listen to Anna?
Well, y'all should listen to my new single, One More Margarita, because it's out now, and you better, put it on before you pregame with the huzz. And You can find me on Instagram at It's Anna Storm, TikTok at It's Anna Storm, Spotify Anna Storm, and yeah, Slay Life.
Turn up that Sladio.
Yes, the Sladio. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.